With the Confederations Cup kicking off on Saturday, Brazil's getting ready to perform both on and off the football pitch. The tournament, which brings together the 6 continental champions plus Euro 2012 runners-up Italy and the host Brazil, is a chance for the South American giant to test its readiness to host the World Cup next summer.
The Confederations Cup is not the same event as the World Cup. You have less people flying from abroad. You will have less people using the airports, less people using the, let's say, public transport, less people with the need of finding accommodation in the different 6 cities. So it's a test event where we'll more test the infrastructure, the stadium itself, and some of the surrounding of the stadium.
Next year, Brazil will have to handle the World Cup 32 teams, 12 different stadiums, and hundreds of thousands of supporters. And though only 8 teams will compete in the Confederations Cup, Brazil has struggled to deliver the 6 stadiums hosting this year's tournament on time. Back in November, FIFA Secretary General Jérôme Valk issued a warning.
There's still work to do. There are stadiums which will be ready more or less on time. There are other stadiums which will be delivered by mid of April, end of April at the latest. That's a challenge for us because it means that we have to organize test events in a very short period.
Earlier this month, a friendly match between Brazil and England was postponed when the Maracanã Stadium in Rio was deemed unfit for security reasons. In Belo Horizonte, one of only 2 stadiums delivered on time, the first test event was overshadowed by difficulties in accessing the stadium and water and food shortages. But at the inauguration of Brasilia Stadium, which was delivered late, Brazilian President Dilma Rousseff hit back at the critics.
We will be the model of quality and high-level security in the 12 World Cup cities. And I think we will host the greatest World Cup of all time.
Brazil has allocated over $13 billion to the World Cup project. Some infrastructure works have taken place, like these cycle lanes in the capital, but many others have been cancelled. And though the country has been spending a lot, visiting sports fans will do too. Domestic airfares are high, and hotel rooms tend to be more expensive than in Paris, London, or New York. Brazil has some way to go from being ready to host the World Cup. The Confederations Cup will determine just how far.